Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Let's talk about an uncivilized mutt. This time in Charleroi, Pennsylvania. We got Augusta Gall, aka Queen, being accosted by Michael Todora, the uncivilized mutt, who demanded to know how was she able to afford a $500,000 house and fill her basket up with groceries at Walmart. I wonder if Mikey knows who Lyndon B. Johnson was. Lyndon B. Johnson was the President of the United States of America. He stepped in when JFK was assassinated. Lyndon B. Johnson was a white man who stated, "If you can convince the lowest white man that he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pockets. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty them out for you." That's Mike. That's him. Mike is so dumb that he don't even know that his biggest problem is the guys who look like him. They're the reason why he's suffering, if he's suffering at all, financially. They're the reason why he don't have as much as he wants to have. If he's being denied anything, he's being denied by them. Not any black person, because black people are not in power to deny him anything. But they figured out a way to use that propaganda to trick, if you will, the lowest white men. They figured it out and they fall for it time and time and time again. Some of them also, they just crash out. They'll go out there and shoot people and use racial epithets, lose their job, their positions. They just crash out for this thing called skin color, which they cannot take credit for. Like, none of us can take credit for our skin color. We had nothing to do with it. It's not an achievement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk around, you got people like him who walks around with their white skin like it's an achievement. It's absolutely amazing to me that they don't want us around. They hate us. They don't want us around, but yet they can't keep us off their minds. They don't want us around, but they just can't stop accosting us and coming into contact with us. Even when we try to segregate, even when we try to mind our own business, they will come and find us. Even when we did build our own Wall Street, when we did our own thing, when we were segregated, we built Wall Street. We built a black Wall Street. We had our own clinics, hospitals, banks, schools. We had our own cleaners, pharmacies. We had our own schools. We had everything that it takes to run a society. Everything that it takes to maintain a society, a community. We had it all. And them jealous motherfuckers came and burned it down. So it's not about pulling yourself up by the bootstraps and making something of yourself. Because if it was, he wouldn't have had a problem with that woman coming over here and building for herself and her family. He would not have had a problem with that, because that's the lie that they tell. How America is the land of opportunity, and anybody who just want to come here and make it can come here and make it if they're willing to work hard and play by the rules. That's all you got to do. Work hard and play by the rules. But see, that's really not true, fam. When they say that, they mean that for them, not for everybody else. See, the reason why black people get accosted in their own neighborhood by their white neighbors? You ready for this? It's because those white neighbors cannot stomach the fact that they had a 400-year start and black people can still afford the house next door to them. That the black person can still afford the condo in the same building that they are in. They think that they should be way ahead, like you're supposed to be down in the dumps, because they know the truth. They know they had a 400-year head start. They know that. So when they see black people driving nice cars and living good and all that stuff, the hate comes out. Now, this is a shoe fit where all white folks ain't like this, but I'm talking to the ones who are. I'm talking to y'all raggedy asses. That's what it's about, family. It's not even just about the downtrodden white folks who ain't got nothing. It's not just about them. It's about the ones who got something also, who see black people who got something that they got. They don't want no kind of equality. They hate that. What do they say about equality? Equality, when you're used to privilege, equality sounds like wrong or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Equality seems unfair when you're used to privilege. Equality seems unfair. Yeah, I'll put it like that. Yeah, when you're used to privilege, equality seems unfair. And that's what it is, family. They know when black people move in, that black people actually make some of the best neighbors when you're talking about affluent neighborhoods, because you're talking about black people who are looking to live in the best house that their money can buy. They're not running from their people. They're running towards affluent neighborhoods. They want to live in the best house that their money can buy. Coincidentally, in the neighborhoods that are more mixed or has a large population of whites, they tend to take care of. The city tend to take care of them. It's not that the residents take care of them. It's the city tends to put more resources toward those neighborhoods, and they tend to prioritize those neighborhoods. If the lights go out, they're at those poles first. You dig? They're climbing those poles, those utility poles, to get those lights back on like that. If there's a pothole in the streets, they make that phone call to people out there the next day, sometimes the same day. See, that's what that's about. So, they try to run that game like, well, if the black neighborhoods are this, so if the black people are such and such, how come you don't just live in an all black neighborhood? See, the city and state, they play games with the resources, just like they play games with the resources for schools. The black schools are underfunded purposely by the government. Purposely. They'll take funds that are meant for those low-income schools and divert those funds to schools who have a surplus of funds. These are schools that don't really even need the funds, but they want to make sure that it stays lopsided. They really don't want those kids to come up. They really don't want them to learn. That's why they give them the old school books. Sometimes you open up a damn school book. It's the first day of school. You open up a school book and it's got 20 damn names in it already. It's 20 names written on the inside of the cover already. Book's been passed down for 20 damn years. By the way, Mikey allegedly has lawsuits pending against him by other members of the community, other immigrant members of the community for doing the exact same thing he did to that woman. Yeah. Family, can you imagine being so pathetic that your skin color, which by the way you did nothing to achieve, is the only thing that makes you feel good about yourself? What a low life. No more talk.